Welcome to the Lummy Sports Show with Rhett, the filthy ginger. Rhett, how are you doing today?
I am doing well.
It's our first show back in 2025.
First Lummy Sports Show of 2025.
A lot of things have happened.
A lot of shit to catch up on. The NFL playoffs are here, wouldn't you know it?
So is the NCAA. It's still going on with this beat.
Yeah.
Woo! I was just looking over the college playoffs. I know you're not a big college guy.
I'm a huge college guy.
To be honest, I'm a little disappointed in the college world.
Why? Because the bowl games are all boring?
Yeah, the bowl games are boring. You know, with the whole transfer portal. One, it makes it definitely difficult to gamble on.
Yeah.
Because you never really know who's going to play. I mean, even if you're like, yeah, these guys, and then you don't really know certain, small schools that may be having their guys, but most of it seem like they're out. They're transferring to a bigger school.
Right.
And then you get down to the Final Four, and it's Texas, Ohio State, Penn State, Notre Dame. And if Babyface was still here, he'd say that you're not interested because there's no Florida teams in there.
Yeah.
And I would have to agree. I'm a little disappointed that no Florida team even sniffed the playoffs. I mean, I would have been a little excited maybe if Miami would have at least snuck in there.
Gators had a nice little run there to end the year.
Yeah.
That's all we can be happy about, or I can be happy about as a Gator fan.
813-90 Bubba. Sorry, 813-90-BUBBA.
USF won their bowl game in exciting fashion. I know everybody, even like the fucking staff, everybody was just kind of downplaying the
Hawaii Bowl,
the whatever bowl. But obviously they have bigger aspirations, but pretty good game for them.
Yeah, I mean, but it was the Hawaii Bowl.
Right.
That's why we don't even speak of it, really.
I get it.
I mean,
what was it the year before that?
I think the Boca Raton Bowl.
Boca Raton.
Yeah, it was the Boca Raton Bowl. I only know because I got a free T-shirt.
Boca Raton and then the Hawaii Bowl.
Yeah.
What's next year?
The Idaho Bowl, the Potato Bowl.
That doesn't sound as exotic of a getaway there.
What do you want, the fucking Cantaloupe Bowl?
Yeah, the Fiji Bowl.
I'm hoping
the Bahamas Bowl. That's a good candidate.
Oh, jeez. Let's hope for next year the candidate will be the Cotton Bowl or something that's actually plain.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this Texas and Ohio State's playing the Cotton Bowl, and the Orange Bowl is Notre Dame, Penn State. Which, do you have a pick in any of those 2 games? Those 4 teams?
I think Ohio State, I hope they don't run all over Texas. I hope that is a closer game and it is competitive, but it's hard to not like Ohio State out of the 4 that are left here. I think Penn State, Notre Dame is going to kind of be back and forth.
My whole thinking is, what makes me nervous about even betting on Ohio State is that I feel like they're going to get upset because there's so much hype around them now.
Well, I feel like they're going to have one game this postseason that is they're not explosive. They look vulnerable.
Do you think Texas's defense just says the SEC's here, baby? Since everyone's upset, everyone hates that the SEC is so much successful, but I mean, realistically, it's
there
the
are
SEC.
only hope.
Yeah.
They are Obi-Wan Kenobi and A New Hope. I mean, I would like for them to step up here.
I mean, I consider the fucking Notre Dame Big Ten as it is, anyhow.
Yeah, they may as well be.
Yeah, that's how I always feel, even though technically they're in the ACC for all their athletics. But I always feel like they're Notre Dame is, in my opinion, a traditional Big Ten school.
Yeah.
And so it's like, on that side of the things, I mean, Penn State really doesn't excite me. I mean, I guess it would be cool to see Notre Dame get past there, maybe Penn State. But
how about Oregon going out the way that they did?
Getting blown out by Ohio State?
Yeah, I mean we didn't cover.
They're not that good.
We didn't really cover.
Well, we didn't really
much of these games. We covered them very briefly because what was there to cover? Penn State ran all over Boise State.
That's right.
Notre Dame fucked up a little bit, but they shut down Georgia. They didn't look perfect doing so.
I mean, Arizona State actually. That was a good game against Texas.
That was a great game.
And
Cam Scattybo doing everything he could. Dude, he's like Mike Allstott with a do-rag on.
Everyone started hating on him too. Now that he's kind of like an individualist, piece of shit.
I think like the age of social media, everybody's a natural hater now. But
is that what it is?
When you go on a platform like that, or you take a national stage and you say, "There's nobody that's going to stop me. There's nobody in the country that can stop me." I mean, Texas didn't exactly stop him, but they beat him.
But see,
you know what I mean? So it just opens yourself up to all that shit. It's the pile-on factor. People love it now.
Do you?
You all right up there?
Do you like his swagger? Oh, do you see my screens going?
Yeah, you having a moment? What's going
on? I saw Sicilian Redneck. I don't know if I called him out from the last show, so I was going back and seeing if I didn't call it Sicilian Redneck because I was on the phone with that guy with the baseball and basketball cards.
Heard.
And I think he was saying like, oh, I know that maybe Seth would want him, and I'm like, Seth does not want him, but I was trying not to break the guy's heart. So I was like, yeah, just send me an email, man. I'll take a look at him. Maybe I'll.
Sometimes you got to let him down easy.
Yeah, but listen, if he wants to send him to me, maybe I'll give him the walker.
Hey, have you ever had to verify your age before logging onto Rumble?
No.
That's very odd.
Is it?
Yeah. I've never seen that. This is the first time I've seen it. I was going to open up Rumble, read Rumble chat, say hello to all the fine people.
Did you put an age restriction on our show?
No, there's not even an option for that on Rumble. I've never seen that on Rumble one time.
Oh, my bad.
It's the Chinese.
Yeah, but sorry about the baseball cards, but I'll still take a look at them for you. So just send me an email, like I said, and I'll take a look for it at you. But yeah, there's the college football. I know everyone that's just dying to know what's going on in college football world. Listen, Rhett's all about Ohio State winning.
I'm not all about it. I don't necessarily like it.
Take out the SEC. Said the SEC stands for shit. Shit conference.
Who would you like to see of these 4 teams? Rank who you would like to see, because I would say in order of who I would prefer to see win, it would probably be 1 Notre Dame, 2 Texas, 3 Ohio State,
and 4 Penn State.
Yeah,
I 2 things. 1, I don't really want Ohio State to win, but I'd love to see Ohio State win and Chip Kelly be blown, blow smoke up his ass, and like the Chicago Bears do hire Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
And then I'm just right on my prediction that I pulled out of my ass. Because I feel like if Ohio State does win, Chip Kelly will probably get a coaching job pretty quickly after that. Probably Texas won. Just because Cooper Lips does not want to see Texas win.
It's been a little while since they've had some glory.
You want Matthew McConaughey happy.
Well, it is their first year or second year in the SEC.
I think it was their first year.
Yeah, so that'd be big deal in itself.
Put the SEC right on the map like everyone loves.
I guess. I think the argument would be twisted into more, this other team came into the SEC, so anybody can do it.
I mean, I guess Penn State, because really, realistically, what do they have going for for them?
They've been close. They always have a lot of hype.
That's what I'm saying.
Towards the end of the year, and then they shit the bed.
They really got to shrug off that, Joe Pa and ass raping assistant coach.
Whoa.
What was his name?
Joe Paterno.
No, not he wasn't ass raping. The assistant was.
Sandusky.
Jerry Sandusky. They got to kind of like shake that off and maybe bring a national championship back. But then you got Lou Holtz.
Wasn't Joe Paterno caught up in some shit, though?
Yeah. But he wasn't ass raping. He just was letting it go on.
Oh, right.
Supposedly didn't know anything about it.
Oh, supposedly.
Just letting Jerry Sandusky bring all the little boys on the plane.
You're saying... Never mind.
He was no Lou Holtz. And then you got Lou Holtz. I mean, he's the last time that Notre Dame won a national championship game.
Yeah, I win it for old Lou.
You know what?
Maybe at this point, it's probably what his life source is, holding itself out for.
Big E, $50. Woohoo!
Thank you, Big E.
Ooh, you know what?
Shit.
Maybe
Pete a little bit.
You know what? Even though that Lou Holtz's son sucks at being a coach, he's still alive.
Don't you talk about my skip?
Don't you
talk about my skip like that?
Let's get the old ball coach. Let's get the old ball coach. You know what I think?
He's like a pruned out Gene Lasker. His voice.
Exactly. I think he'd be really. You know what? I want to see him happy. I
think the standard of excellence for a program like Penn State, it just goes to show that we can compete with anybody in the country. It doesn't matter.
Listen, Jimmy
It doesn't
Carter.
matter. The best of the best come to play at Penn State. They come to play at Penn State. We give them opportunities.
Wait, you want? No,
I'm losing it.
He was Notre Dame. Listen, there, Dan Campbell. Lou Holtz coached Notre Dame. You didn't know that, did you?
No, I did. I just no, buddy. I'm going to be honest with you. We had our pre-show meeting.
Yeah, it's okay.
Listen, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm just fucking. Buddy, I'm hanging on for dear life right now. If I can talk to you man to man, if we can break the fourth wall, I'm doing everything in my power to not let this thing go off of the rails right now.
The funny part is that I guess you could have kept this whole thing going, which is saying, well, that's how Skip Holtz is so lost it out of his.
Holy shit.
That he would have.
Oh my God!
He would have thought he coached Penn State.
I need to go home and take a nap. I got so much to do today too. That's the worst part.
Yeah, I know. Bob Cook's here painting, and we got Big Red coming after to do the tree.
Perfect.
But yeah, no, I mean, you know what? Fuck Ohio State. Fuck Texas. Fuck Penn State. Penn State can sit there and still be filling out their ass raping.
Whoa.
Pedophilia, Jerry Sandusky. I want to win one, not for the skipper. I want to win one for Holtz. Mm-hmm. I want to win one for that old, wrinkly, small little man that he is. He deserves happiness because you know what? He'll probably be so happy. Him and Lee Corso. I mean, it's gonna be tough for Florida State probably to turn their nose up, but that'd be nice for Lee Corso to see Florida State win one more, but. We'll see what happens.
You think they're just going to, take Lee Corso out back behind the studio once the season's over? Put him down like a dog?
I think they would have to do Kurt Herbstreit for that one. It seems like Kurt's his handler. I mean, he's over there in Orlando.
They're going to let him make the national championship pick, and then they're going to haul him out. Him and Kurt.
You think they're good? Yeah, I guess they will haul him out.
He'll still have the mascot head on. He won't know what's going on.
No, he's probably praying that Ohio State he can put the head on. Well, I guess Penn State has a head too, because Texas.
Yeah, they got the lion or whatever.
The lion
Lions.
head. Yeah, Notre Dame's just a stupid little green hat. So, but that's your college football wrap up. For the sports show. We're pretty much focused on the NFL.
Yeah, let's get down to brass tacks.
But
here,
I mean, realistically,
potatoes.
with all the firings, I mean, what's your take on the Raiders firing Pierce? Is just a way for Deion Sanders now to become a head football coach?
Like, there's a couple of interesting situations there. Tennessee firing their GM. I mean, they fired, I think the last 2 or 3 off seasons, they've been firing a lot of their guys in the front office. So they've pretty much completely demolished that front office. So if you want to talk about a scenario where Deion Sanders and Shedeur end up with Tennessee, who I think currently has the number 1 pick.
Do they have the number 1 pick?
I don't think Deion's going to the fucking NFL. All of these, Tennessee is like top 3 pick.
Let's see here. It would be, I wish I had my.
I think it's Tennessee and Cleveland.
There we go. Draft. Did I put this in here? Probably not.
Projected draft order.
Tennessee is on the clock. Yes, number 1.
Yeah, Tennessee, and then I believe Cleveland.
Cleveland, number 2. New York, Patriots, Jacksonville. But you don't see the Raiders.
Raiders at
trading
6.
up for trading up.
I don't know. These are going to be QB needy teams, but we're talking about the coach firings first and foremost. I think I don't know what happened with Pierce. There was an article that I just saw you scroll by that said what doomed Pierce's tenure with the Raiders. I'm curious what that is all about and the details, if there actually is anything. You know, if he lost the locker room, then I think as a head coach, that's something you can't go back from. But for the most part, everything I read is that the players liked him a lot.
I think it just had to do with his defense was giving up a shit ton of points.
Right.
And he's a defensive coach.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't hand him the nicest bag of shit they could hand him. I mean.
No, you're right, but he does have he's got playmakers on the offensive side of the ball for sure.
Gardner Minshew?
They need a quarterback. They need a quarterback. No, look at their fucking tight end room.
They fired their offensive coordinator during the year.
But they have good players.
Did you say
that's what I'm saying?
Hold on. Did you just tell me look at their tight end room?
Yeah.
Tight end room.
Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer.
Oh my God.
Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer is one of the best. He's one of the more underrated tight ends in the NFL.
Didn't you motherfuckers argue with me last year during the draft time when I said the Georgia tight end would be a game changer, and you guys said tight ends aren't game changers? You dumbass.
I wasn't fucking saying. I don't remember saying that.
I don't think Babyface was on the show anymore at that point.
I don't think I was the one saying that. You'd have to pull the tape, but you're feeling very confrontational. I feel like everybody's coming after me today.
I think you're on a wave.
I feel like you're mad at me. I feel like I did something.
I think you're on a wave of emotions, buddy. Let me look at and by the way, let me look at this. Let me look at these weapons that the Raiders had. Okay, Amir Abdullah. All right. Alexander Madison.
All right, I need you to settle down.
Jacoby Myers.
I need you to settle down.
Trey Tucker. Terrace Marshall Jr. Okay. This looks like the Bills wide receiver room. Brock Bowers.
Yeah, look at where the fuck the Bills are at. You remember we were talking shit about the Bills wide receiver room headed into week 1? I said they had janitors out there catching passes.
Exactly. Listen, you have the janitors catching passes. Aaron Rodgers is going to the Titans, okay? And Deion Sanders is going to the Raiders. That's what everyone's saying now. Let's go to 239.
Hey, what's up, Lummy? What's up, Rhett? How you
And
doing?
let's hear what this dog shit can say. Yeah, what's up, buddy?
So, man.
Not much, man. Listen, these firings, did we ever think that the Raiders coach, the Patriots coach would last more than one season? I didn't. I just don't understand what the big deal is, and I kind of think that they were maybe set to fail and the hirings didn't make much sense in the first place.
Well, the Patriots coach was handpicked by the owner.
I thought the hiring for both of those situations made decent sense. Like Pierce was he was the interim who they gave the job to. You like to see that happen, right? They played well enough down the stretch to where I can understand that. So maybe with the firing, I guess they take that into account, but he only gets a season. I thought Gerard Mayo was definitely going to get more than 1 year because that roster wasn't shit, and we knew it wasn't going to be shit, and we knew it wasn't going to be fixed in a year. So,
right.
Yeah, I mean, if the plan was to fire him in a year, then no doubt he was set up to fail. But I thought with the presentation and the way that they rolled him out last year, Kraft making such a big deal of it, they got fucking Tom Brady to talk about how big of a deal it was. Former player. It'd be like the Bucks making Derek Brooks head coach and then firing him after one season.
The worst part about it was Kraft's backpedaling or his statement after they fired him.
Right.
It was cringeworthy, like a Tiger Woods press conference.
It was like within 2 hours he's talking about, we have regrets sometimes about It's like, give me a fucking break.
It was bad, man. And then you see this crap like Jerry Jones doesn't want to extend McCarthy all season, but then they don't let him interview for the Bears coaching job. I don't know.
Listen, they were doing a favor to the Bears, okay? I mean, the Bears probably would have hired them. Then Seth would have been upset for the next year, not even looking forward to the Bears season, which would have just put him in a bad mood for hiring such a horrible coach that Mike McCarthy is.
As far as I guess the Patriots go, is Vrabel definitely the guy? I know this time a year ago we said it's gonna fucking be Vrabel.
Yeah, and then
they already got the Rooney Rule out of the way early. They interviewed a couple of jobbers, and now they've got Vrabel coming in to interview. I don't know how many other candidates, but it seems like this time it's gonna work out.
You got to do the Rooney Rule after you fired an African American coach. That doesn't seem.
I think you have to do it regardless.
That subject.
I don't know. I guess we can spend the next 10 minutes breaking down the laws, but I've seen a lot of uproar because people feel like they disrespected Byron Leftwich and the other guy that they interviewed.
Oh, really?
Because they kind of jobbed him out, and everybody felt like it was going to be Vrabel no matter what.
And is John Gruden going to make a comeback to coaching?
Not during this cycle.
Barstool, but no.
Not during this cycle, but maybe one day.
You think so?
I mean, he's already kind of mended things with the Bucks. I wouldn't be surprised if they just sneak him back into the Ring of Honor and never say anything about it.
Would the Bucks bring him back as a coach?
No, fuck no.
Why?
With the Glazers running the show, I don't think they would.
Can we talk about that crappy Bucks defense, please?
No, we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the coach's fire.
If the offense doesn't take until the third quarter to start scoring points, then they can beat anybody, in my honest opinion. But they just have to start fast, and they have to not stop scoring points.
Yeah, listen.
It was tough.
Their whole offensive game plan.
Sorry
was
to get
horrible.
you off topic.
Oh no, it's fine. You're just you're a topic changer. It's fine. It's all good. You go for it, Hinstar. What's your feeling on the Bucks defense?
That game, listen, the Bucks ain't. Week one, we played the team played the Commanders or the Redskins, whatever you want to call them.
Whoa!
And I thought that was a trap game.
Lummy, you dumped that?
Yeah, I dumped it.
Thank you.
No problem. Just say it right, $20. Snipe for Iggy next week. And Fish on Jay, $20. I want my Giants to get Cam Ward or Jackson Dart. I'm not sold on Shador. Oh, wow. Look at that. Fish on Jay, not a Shador Sanders fan.
I'm not entirely sold on Shador either.
Really?
Not as a number one overall pick. Maybe not even as a first rounder.
So are you saying that the Titans are not going to pick? What else you got to say here, Hidden Star? Because you're really messing up Rhett's flow with talking about the Bucks defense.
I'm sorry to mess with Rhett's flow. My bad.
Hey,
no, he makes his problems everybody else's problems.
No,
I don't know why that happens. I don't know why names get thrown around.
Listen, buddy. Who do you think's going to be the number one pick since you called?
Me? I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to be Sanders. I just don't. I don't. Although I would love to have his. I mean, his mom would be the hottest MILF in the NFL by far. That'd be great to see. But other than that, to be honest, I don't know anyone that's coming out of the draft. I don't think anyone's going to be that good, to be honest. I don't really know. That's my hot take.
All right, great take.
Those teams are trash. They're going to stay trash.
Perfect. I appreciate the hot take, and I thank you for letting us know that Shedeur Sanders' mom is really hot, and hopefully he doesn't have Zach Wilson as his teammate. Ding. All right, Hinstar. Thanks for the NBA topics. See ya.
Listen, there's a good game.
No, good game.
I don't know what he was saying.
He was going to try and sell you on some NBA game that's going to be on today.
Yeah, there's 2 great NBA games. Listen, I've been saying this for years. When when there's reports coming out that people are not watching the NBA as much because everyone is sick and tired of seeing 3-pointers, guess what? I've been saying that for a while, and I'm right. Sure. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I was going with that point. 561.
Hey, what's up, Lummy?
Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, Dave West Palm.
Yeah, what's up, Dave?
Hey, I was going to ask you a question about the Ravens, but let me ask you another question before that. Did you just dump him because he said Redskins?
No, I can't dump him.
I was being a smartass. I was just joking.
Oh,
we got to dump you too.
Yeah.
Shit, Dave.
Yes. What you think about the Ravens? What's your prediction? I mean, they're favored by 9, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of points in the playoffs, especially against the Steelers. What were the last 2? What were the last games?
We got beat. No, I think we got beat. I think we split it, didn't we?
Let's see here, Ravens.
The game is in Baltimore.
Yeah.
I like their chances. I don't know if I like them to cover, but I think they win here. I do think they are always volatile this time of year because for some reason they just can't get over that hump. I don't know. They were a little more inconsistent this year than...
Lost in Baltimore 34-17 week 3, and then beat them at home 18-16 week 12, maybe 11.
Yeah, so they got us. They got us twice. Well, I mean,
no, they got you once. They got you once. It was a split. You took them at home.
But I think, and I agree with Rhett. I wouldn't put money on the line on it.
No, I would.
But if we're just talking win loss, I think they probably win by 5.
I'd probably tease it up.
I wouldn't go as far as 9.
I'd tease it up a point, get it to 10.5.
I think Pittsburgh has really kind of showed their hand here down the stretch too. They've just looked bad. They're not looking as well put together and well coached, especially. That's on Tomlin for the most part. I respect him a lot as a coach, but it seems like whenever they get to 8, 9, 10 wins, they just play down to their competition for some reason and forget how to win games.
Well, I think Russell Wilson's I think Russell Wilson will put them on their back, and I think he's going to keep that game close. I mean, Russell Wilson is probably one of the best Denver Bronco quarterbacks in the last 5 to 10 years, and I think that he knows how to win in the playoffs, and I think he's going to keep it close against the Ravens. I'm going to take all Russell Wilson, baby, against the Ravens.
What's your thought on the Ravens making it to the Super Bowl?
That one I think is going to be tough. I think going through Buffalo and Kansas City is going to be a tough road.
Yeah.
To go with, because
especially if Lamar wins MVP. I think I said this last show that we did. Anybody who wins MVP is just cursed.
But you brought it up, Brett. So let me ask you a question. Why is there so much? To me, Lamar's MVP like it's not even a question. If you look at the statistics and numbers, he's beat Josh Allen by every single one. So sure. Why? I think the betting line still has Allen ahead.
I think it ultimately comes down to whatever you define most valuable player to mean. In my opinion, if you took Lamar Jackson off of the Ravens for 6 games, their final 6 games, I don't know who their backup quarterback is off the top of my head. But with Derrick Henry and the other weapons that they have and the defense that they have, the way that they've played this year, they're still going to probably win 3 or 4 of those games.
Oh, I see Josh Johnson easily leading the Ravens.
I would say 3-4 games is a safe bet. We're talking about 6 games here with Josh Johnson, 3-4. If you take Josh Allen off of the Bills this season with the supporting cast that they have, like they don't have a Derrick Henry in the backfield.
They got a Cook.
they got to cook. But
and as Rhett said,
James,
they got janitors out there. They got janitors as wide receivers. So
that's what we said going into the year. I mean, obviously they have a little more firepower now, but I just feel like overall the Ravens roster is better than the Bills in certain ways. Like on the offensive side of the ball, I think they have more weapons around Lamar. That playbook might be a little more plug and play, in my opinion, as well. When you've got that good of a running team.
And who is Buffalo's backup?
Is it still
the fuck are they?
Mitch Trubisky?
Oh. You know what?
I think he left for a while and then came back.
You know what? You might be right. And it is Mitch Trubisky.
And USF legend Mike White, your boy.
Right. So, you know what? Maybe Mitch Trubisky could jump right in there and take the Buffalo Bills to the promised land. I mean, look.
When do they decide the MVP?
Oh.
I think the week before the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Listen, I think the Ravens are going to make it far. I just don't think they have what they have. They don't have it. They don't have it yet. I just think I think anyone going to Buffalo in late January is not going to be fun. I know everyone now plays cold weather. I'm assuming Buffalo wins. Yes, you are correct. But that's also why I'm assuming that it's going to be Buffalo Detroit in the Super Bowl because unfortunately the Buccaneers have to not lose a game but just have to forfeit one, so that can happen. But I don't know. I just don't see anyone if Buffalo keeps that home field advantage and Josh Allen plays the way he does. I just don't see anyone being Buffalo, especially playing in Buffalo with this Arctic freeze that's going on.
No, that's true.
I think
I'll let you guys go.
All right, man.
Appreciate it. I think
that weather's gonna play a factor.
I could be wrong on this. We'd have to look at the games, but off the top of my head, I want to say that Josh Allen has a more consistent record in the playoffs than Lamar does too.
Well, let's just look that up.
I want to say he's played in more AFC Championship games.
Well, let's just take Birdo. He can carry a conversation.
Yeah, maybe Birdo knows. Birdo knows ball.
Hello, 239. Maybe it wasn't.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, hey, what's up, High Flying Mike?
Yeah, High Flying Mike. And Rhett, did you say nobody has won the Super Bowl that won the MVP the same year?
Mike's gonna face you, maybe.
I believe so, unless I'm about to get faced.
I don't want to face you, brother, but look it up. I think there's about 8 players, including Patrick Mahomes just a few years ago.
You're probably right.
And Kurt Warner, and I'm pretty sure the list goes on, brother, because I actually took your stats and I said it to somebody, and they faced me. They're like, Steve Young, Joe Montana, Terry
No, you're right.
Bradshaw.
There's 11 of them. So this is maybe it just hasn't happened in a very long time. I mean, is the last guy
Patrick
to do
Mahomes,
it?
2022.
Okay, Pat Mahomes in 2022. So before that, I remember hearing that it hadn't been done in 23 years. So that's what I had fucking.
It hadn't been done since like '96.
No, I appreciate it. You're not fucking. You're just trying to keep me informed. I appreciate it. We
Mike?
spew a lot of misinformation every day here at the Bubba Radio Network.
Especially here on the sports show.
Yeah, you're one of those responsible guys calling in to set the record straight, and I truly appreciate that from a journalistic standpoint. Like, no bullshit. I appreciate that.
Well, let's just see how
Hey, man, I love you. So I was passing your information off like facts, and then I got jobbed out. So I'm just trying to help you out.
That's on me. I'll do better.
Let's see how many times Rhett was wrong here. Bart Starr, Terry Bradshaw.
We were talking about Lou Holtz,
Mark Mosley, Lawrence Taylor, Joe Montana, Emmitt Smith, Steve Young, Brett Favre, Terrell Davis, Kurt Warner, and Patrick Mahomes. All won the MVP.
You just reminded me how badly the guy faced me. Yes, it was a long list.
Well, Mike, the high-flying Mike, you know what? You just faced Rhett.
All right, love you guys.
Thank you, Mike. Oh, yeah, look
appreciate
at that.
you, Mike. No, listen, I mean...
That one's for Mike. Mike with the Timble.
Hey, when it fucking rains, it pours, buddy. I'm hoping the next call calls in and tells me that we weren't even on the air today. I actually never hit start.
Oh, that we weren't up on YouTube?
That's what I'm waiting for.
I did see the chat going. So,
yeah, I mean, when the hits start coming.
I think you'll be okay on that one. But, I mean, look, If you look at Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen's playoff records here, let's see. It's 2-4, and it looks like what? Lamar Jackson has a 2-4 playoff record in his. Okay, that's not what I fucking.
That's exactly what we want. Go to Josh. So go ahead and click Josh Allen if you can find him.
That's what I know. I put Lamar Jackson record versus Josh Allen playoff.
See, sometimes they will show you that shit and then they just lie.
They fucking just click it over.
Mm-hmm. But if you click Buffalo, then you can click on Josh up there towards the top. You see Buffalo in the score column.
Let me just go like this. How about this one right here? How about that with the backspace Willie? Whoa. Oh, there.
Technology.
5-5.
Yeah, so much more consistent. Has played in almost twice as many playoff games. He has the experience against all the big-time quarterbacks.
Damn,
Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes.
21-4.
What year did
TDs?
they play New England? Was that Tom Brady? Or was that when they kicked it? That was when they kicked the shit out of Mac Jones.
2022.
Yeah, they beat him like 58-0. They blanked him that game.
So, yeah, I mean, pretty good stats. 21 TDs to 4 interceptions. Let's see what Lamar was. 6-6. 6 TDs to 6 interceptions. Ouch.
I see his first playoff or his second career playoff game. Josh Allen was against Indy. Was that Andrew Luck?
I think it was 2021
AFC wild card.
That should be Andrew Luck.
It's still kind of crazy.
No, Phil Rivers.
No shit. I didn't know they made the post.
Rivers.
I didn't know they made the playoffs.
Look at Phil Rivers and his 12 kids making it to the postseason. Good for him.
That was his last season.
Him and Jonathan Taylor.
Big Phil. 11-5. No shit. I didn't know that it played out that well for them.
Well, the more you know, and that's why listening to the Lummy Sports Show, you just learned that 11 players have won the Super Bowl and the MVP in the same year. Philip Rivers made the playoffs in 2011 and went 11-5.
We're gonna scrub this show. We're gonna scrub this and do it again tomorrow.
Hold on, let's see if this one's Birdo. Birdo.
Man, how you guys doing today? I was trying to call earlier, but I was too busy, man. I hope you guys had a great New Year's, good Christmas, all that good stuff.
I'd figure you'd be calling about your baby daddy Tyreek.
No, his baby cried. Don't get your way, you're leaving. But you know what it is? Come on, you live the limelife. You will start doing crazy stuff in Miami. What are you going to do? You're going to run away, so then a divorce should make you pay more child support.
Divorce him? He's got 8 kids by 7 women or some shit like that.
That's what I'm saying. He's too busy trying to live the high life. He's like a Jimmy Butler. They want all the fame, they want all the glory in Miami, but they don't want to put the time in.
I think he's just upset because he knows Tua's coming back.
But I heard he might be wanting to run to Tampa to go hang out with Baker.
Tyreek would not come here. Tyreek,
I don't know.
There's reports that, but supposedly, obviously now he doesn't want to go anywhere. They were saying maybe Baltimore. Where was the other one? Baltimore maybe a return to Kansas City. But,
yeah.
I mean, if he goes to Baltimore,
I'm rooting for Tampa right now. I'm hoping Tampa gets it all the way. That's my second team, and I'm hoping they get it no matter what.
I'm a little disappointed that Miami really didn't show up that last game, and that I guess since Denver did kind of take Kansas City to the back of the barn.
Is that on coaching?
Who, Miami?
Yeah, is it the culture that Mike McCarthy has down there for his players when, playoffs are on the line?
No, well, I just think Tyreek's a fucking POS. I think he's a hell of a football player, but I think he's just a POS.
Talking about for the whole team, though. Like, I'm not up to speed. Clearly, I'm not up to speed on everything, but I'm not up to speed on how injury-ridden they were throughout the year. I know Tyreek had a very up-and-down year. He got arrested on the way to the game and then had, I think, his only productive game of the year. One of his only productive games of the year. But, I mean, like, what kind of culture do they have down there in Miami? Is it a little too laid back with cool guy McCarthy?
Me
not Mike McCarthy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about, yeah.
You talking about, what's his name, McDaniels.
Yeah,
McDaniels. Jesus,
McDaniels.
fuck, yeah.
Yeah,
I told you, man. I just need to go home.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Coach and everything like that, but... Rhett, we're having a good day today. Is that good stuff, huh?
Either that or some brain damage, my friend. I feel like I'm going to have a stroke.
Listen, it's
Talk to
okay.
Dan.
Mike McCart. No, yeah, McDaniel. No, I mean, I think he's a hell of a coach. I do think I can't really say they don't have veteran leadership. I just on the offensive side, I don't think they have that offensive veteran that they really need maybe to lead the locker room, because I think they have Clytus Campbell is kind of that veteran that they need in a defense.
Well, didn't he just left?
No, he might be coming back. They're saying it's a 50-50 chance, but he's an old cat. That's why he's worn down and he just wants to relax.
I thought I saw something about them giving him a chance to go seek out a contract with a playoff team.
Oh, I know Ezekiel Elliott had that.
Yeah, he went to the Chargers, but I thought, I don't know. I'd have to look.
Calitas.
I'm done thinking today. I'm done doing that. That's dangerous.
What's his name? Calitas.
Caloidus Campbell.
But so I mean, who do you, Berto? Who do you have making the? How do you see the playoffs running? I mean, obviously, Dave, the last caller, was asking about Baltimore. Do you see Baltimore getting past the Kansas City or Buffalo, or, like
if Baltimore decides to play the game they want to play, it's going to be good. Kansas City is going to have a fight. I'm sorry, they're bumping into. But Kansas City is going to have a fight. But if Kansas City decides to play the way they play, it could be a freaking 3-point game.
I think Kansas City's going to turn it on in the postseason, man. I think they've just been dicking around all year.
Yeah, I think they've been in cruise control that whole entire year. And they're like,
they just played a preseason game last week against Denver, so look how good they look with their preseason game.
Oh, preseason game with their
they didn't give a fuck.
Their third string players.
And I'm convinced that they would have rather let the Broncos in than see the Bengals in the postseason.
Yeah,
I can see that too. I think Miami was hoping that they'd do them a little favor, but obviously they sure didn't. Let's see here. Where the fuck is it? I'm on a brain fart.
Miami got all the talent. All the talent. They just need a quarterback.
Yeah, well, Calais Campbell looks like he's possibly making a decision. But I mean, we're talking about the Dolphins. We're not talking about the road to the playoffs. So, Berto, anything else? I got to jump back on there because Red's scatterbrained over there anyhow. So
I know, man. What the hell? I want to talk about the Bucks and go home.
Yeah,
I'm just saying the Bucks are going to do their thing. Hopefully they do it. If they don't, I hate to say it, Kansas City might have a three-peat, and I hate to say it.
You don't think Detroit has a chance?
I don't know. I really don't, because when Kansas City starts to play, maybe Kelsey will kick it in and stop bullcrapping with Taylor Swift.
No, he's fucked. Okay, I don't see the Chiefs doing a three-peat. That's just me. I don't see them doing a three-peat. I think the Lions are good enough to beat the Chiefs. I feel like the Bills are good enough to beat the Chiefs. I even think, like you said, the Ravens in the right conditions, I think could give the Kansas City a run for their money. So I don't know. I just don't see Kansas City winning 3 in a row. I mean, unless, like Rhett said, they've been in cruise control and they're ready to turn it on. And Andy Reid's got this fucking pep speech out of his ass.
But you're acting like this isn't a team that, I'm sorry, they went 15-2 this year. Right?
Yeah.
They won 15 games.
Yeah.
I understand that it's not as explosive as a lot of people would have liked.
Sorry, Berto.
And maybe it's a little deceptive, the first round bye, because you saw how that went for all the first round bye teams in college.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But I truly believe that they have just figured out how to win. They've just figured out how to win ball games and put themselves in a situation to win it every single time. The referees certainly help every now and again, too. Not going to act like that's not a factor. But I also think part of it is like they're just that good. So we'll see how explosive they can be if it comes down to it. But I don't know. Like, everybody's talking about the Chiefs like they weren't. Like, they didn't just fucking win 15 games in the NFL.
They were on cruise control. They weren't, like, blowing people out.
They won 15 games!
No, they squeaked a couple through.
If they weren't even trying, and they got the fucking 1 seed, like, what is the argument about the Chiefs right now? Listen, I don't even like them that much, but you got to appreciate greatness while it's here.
That's true.
Shit, dude, there's never been a team that has won 15 games and made it look that easy.
225.
Hey, good morning, guys. Jay from New Orleans.
Hey, Jay from New Orleans. How's it going?
Rhett, sorry you're having a tough day, buddy. It'll get better, though, I promise you.
Oh, shit, man. First one of many this year, so, we got to get it out of the way.
Right on, buddy.
Wow.
Listen, I know you guys aren't Saints fans at all.
Oh, no,
but this does directly affect the Bucs. And I was just curious as to who you guys think is going to be named the next Saints head coach and what they're going to do with Derek Carr, his garbage ass.
To be honest, I would love to see, and I know what Rhett said, he's probably not in the running, but I would love to see John Gruden go to New Orleans. Only reason why I say I would love to see him go there is because I think that is I could see that happening, and I just like being right on these long fucking pull out of my ass shots. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets 2 years ago.
He was on the staff for a minute there.
And who does he love as a quarterback?
Well, Derek Carr, but I think they ought to get rid of Derek Carr.
They gotta cut the cord with that bozo. The city hates him, the fan base hates him, the locker room hates him.
Yeah, but you bring John Gruden in, they love him again. Right?
If you can turn him into something decent, you're right, Lummy.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you never know. I mean, look, but if we're living in the real world, John Gruden's probably not going to coach the Saints. I think that the Saints are going to probably go after, and what they should. I think probably a defensive-minded coach, because that seems like what they probably need at this point.
The latest names that are floating around, this from Albert Breer as of an hour ago, says they're going to interview Giants offensive coordinator Mike Kafka. You know how explosive their offense was this year.
Okay.
And Lions defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn on Friday for their head coaching job. Interim coach Darren Rizzi will interview next week. And then they have also been in touch with Mike Vrabel. So they're going to be, kind of an under-the-radar candidate for Vrabel. I don't think a top choice there. But I mean, of those names, I'm fine with either Mike Kafka or Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn is pretty good with the Lions, but the Bucs usually score points on Detroit every time they match up against Aaron Glenn, and he is if I'm not mistaken, I have been a lot today, but you can probably fact check this in real time if you'd like to. I believe he is a disciple of the Dennis Allen coaching tree.
Oh.
So Aaron Glenn would just be Dennis Allen 2.0, and I'm in favor. I'm in favor of another decade of that. To be honest with you,
I like how the Bucs last weekend made Spencer Rattler look like an MVP there for the first 3 quarters. So
hey, Todd Bowles, he's a motherfucker at making some halftime adjustments.
He sure is.
I was actually pulling for the Bucs in that game against the Saints because number one, I didn't want the Saints to give up another draft position spot, and two, I've kind of become a bit of a Bucs fan, not as much of a Saints fan, but because of you guys, I didn't want to screw up their chances of getting in the playoffs when we have none, if that makes any sense.
No, it does. Yeah, no, I mean, 100% it does.
I've read, I think it was yesterday or day before, that the Saints are, low-key kicking the tires on Joe Brady, the Bills offensive coordinator for their head coaching spot. Now, he came from the Saints before he went to LSU and had the greatest college football team of all time in 2019. Then went to Carolina. Now he's with the Bills. I don't know that he's ready per se for a head coaching job, but I don't think he would be a bad choice.
To be honest, I mean, realistically, they're going to have to get a type of assistant or a washed-up old head coach because I just don't. The Saints job is not really that sexy. Not with the Derek
Carr situation playing out the way that it did. I think if you're a younger coordinator who's going to take a head coaching job, the quarterback is a big part of it, and things are bleak with Derek Carr. Like I said, I hate to say it, maybe they give him another year. Maybe they try and figure out that contract and cut the tether this offseason, but it does not seem like that relationship is going well. The fans hate him.
Frankly,
his teammates talk shit about him.
Nicky Loomis. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, Rhett.
No, you're good.
It starts with Nicky Loomis, though. He's got to go, the GM. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make the whole show about the Saints, but that guy's got to go. I'm sorry. I think that's going to be the beginning of the Saints, rebuilding.
Yeah. I mean, opinion. You know what? Unfortunately, I just hope that the Saints hire just another ass bucket, kind of like Rhett said, and they keep Derek Carr.
Yeah.
They, you know what? I hope, and they're playing under 500 for the next. Let's see, I'm 40 now, 30, 40, like next 40 years, probably until I'm dead.
look, I guess they had it coming. They owned the Bucks for so many years when Sean Payton was here. So,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and you had Bountygate, and you ended Brett Favre's career. All the
hang the banner.
You killed Kurt Warner too. All the quarterbacks that you guys retired. Hope you're feeling good about yourself over there.
Yeah, karma coming back around.
That's right.
But hey, we got the ring that 1 year.
Yeah, you got the ring the 1 year, and now you're stuck
matters.
with Derek Carr and Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I guess we see who came out on the good end of that deal.
Exactly. So,
guys, have a great day.
You too, man.
Hope it gets better, buddy.
You too, man. Oh, I'm doing great. I'm just doing a little too well, getting a little too cozy. But we appreciate you, Jay.
All right, buddy. Y'all take care.
What's that?
I was gonna say something, and I am not gonna say anything.
What?
So, before we'll get into the Buccaneers, talking to make our little playoff picks here, because I know you're dying to talk about the Buccaneers. Hopefully, your facts are straight on the Bucs.
Yeah, I got to make sure I can still write clearly. So
the Buccaneers were playing the Commanders. Obviously, the Commanders are not a team I want to see. I wanted to correct you, by the way, on the main show when you said about Michael Vick. I hope Jaden Daniels looks like Michael Vick when he played the Bucs, because if you do remember when Vick was with the Falcons,
they always kicked his ass.
Exactly. So, but I didn't think Bubba probably gave two shits about me giving facts.
Okay, it was just the first example that came to mind. I should have listened.
Here with the $10, go Pack go.
It set the tone for the day we were going to have, my friend.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, look, you were right. I was wrong every time.
Wow.
I don't know where Go Pack goes. There we go. Go Pack go. There you go. So
it's not about who's right or wrong. It's about delivering the correct information to the people. That's kind of, they say technically radio is a public service, and I feel like it is our duty.
Yeah, listen,
try our best.
High Flying Mike corrected you today. So
thank you, High Flying Mike. From the top rope.
Exactly. He was flying like
11 Super Bowl champion MVPs, motherfucker.
He was like Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
So the Buccaneers, obviously, they commit, which, by the way, I hate this fucking time schedule that they got. 8 o'clock, Sunday Night Football. I don't understand why I understand you're saying Jane Daniels on the. I wish that the Eagles Packers would have been that peak the NBC game. I don't like the way it looks. The Bucs look really weak on defense.
They look weak on primetime all year. They didn't win a single game.
I know they beat, but Jaden Daniels in his first game as an NFL player, now he's feeling a little bit better. And I know, look, the Bears pretty much handed it to the Commanders, but I'm praying. And I did see that their offense coordinator, the Jaguars, are interested in the Bucs offense coordinator. So hopefully he stays. Hopefully he's not interviewing before these playoffs. But the offensive game plan, I don't know what they were doing, but if the offense comes out like it did against the Saints, we are going to get blown out by the Commanders.
I don't know why they got away from running the ball. Every single time their offense just comes out flat, they get away from the run game. I think they ran the ball like 11 times in that first half against New Orleans, which is insane because Bucky Irving and the other Buccaneers running backs, Sean Tucker had a huge day when they put up 51 on the Saints earlier in the season. They ran the ball for 277 yards. And the Saints' run defense did not get any better since the last time those two teams played. So, yeah, it is one of those things where they definitely got off on the wrong foot, but halftime adjustments be damned. They came out and Baker fucking Mayfield, dude. I know we're kind of talking about the scheme here and the coaching and all that, but I got to shout out my motherfucking quarterback. When he came out, you were at the game, right?
Yes, I was.
How loud did the stadium get? Because it was pretty quiet around halftime. People did not feel good about that game at all.
Oh, no.
And then when the Buccaneers finally get the ball, their first possession of the second half, they march down the field like 72 yards and they score a touchdown. But on that drive, Baker took the ball and he ran and he fucking tackled the safety and he got up and he stood over the guy. And then they all started pushing and shoving. And from that moment on, it felt like the offense had finally turned things on. But like that was the kick in the ass that they needed. I appreciate stuff like that from my quarterback, but how loud did the stadium get?
I got loud. I was up in the Diaco box at that time.
So it fired everybody up. Yeah, like he knew exactly what he was doing.
And that's what I said the same thing. I think I said it to Jay or Doctor, and I said that's what the Bucks need. They needed a fire. They needed a fire in that ass. You know, if they were scoreboard watching, you know, the Falcons and the Panthers go back and forth, you know, they just look flat. Like they look like they were. Everyone that I talked to at the game said the same thing. They were playing like they already made the playoffs. Yeah, and they were just like, "Hey, it's just the last week of the year. We got a playoff game next week. Let's just go." And it's like, no, that's not how it fucking. Not when you're in the situation that you are. And last year down the stretch, they went 5-2. This year they went 6-1. So good on them because they were in the exact same situation they were this time last year. They won one more game out of it. They got to 10 wins, which for Todd Bowles now needs it.
2022, 8 wins, 23, 9 wins. This year, 10 wins. I know people want to shit on Todd Bowles, and you know there are a lot of things that I dislike about Todd Bowles as head coach, and I do think in some ways we have seen the best that this team can offer. But I think that's a conversation for another day. I do think he deserves credit for this is improvement. You know, Baker Mayfield just played the best season of his career. He made the correct hire at offensive coordinator 2 years in a row.
Let's hope they don't fucking lose this guy too.
I know. Let's hope they don't. I think they can't lose Liam no matter what. Even if they win this playoff game and the defense shuts down Jaden Daniels, then it's an easier conversation to keep Todd Bowles. Try and hire the right guy again. But if they lose, if they are one and done, even if they fucking win and Jaden Daniels has like 450 yards on this defense and they were doing whatever the hell they wanted, I think you have the conversation. You thank Todd Bowles for his service and everything that he's done. He is the third or fourth oldest head coach in the NFL. I think you Bruce Arians that motherfucker. You send him to the front office. You say, thanks for all that you've done. And you make Liam Cohen your head coach if it comes down to it. But I don't think it plays out in that fashion. I think Liam Cohen is back as offensive coordinator and coach or Bowles is back as head coach next year.
I would love to see that 100%. And that Jalen now what was his TV saying on that Jalen McMillan penalty?
Oh God, the finger guns. Yeah, so that was a whole nightmare. That drive in itself was a fucking nightmare.
But, I mean, that right there, I mean, I was dumbfounded on how he got a taunting penalty for that.
They didn't. It's crazy. It's the crew that decides to show up that day. And this is the perfect time to have referee Fred call in. But it's the crew that decides to show up that day. He's been doing that celebration all year whenever he catches a first down. Exactly. Whenever he catches a first down. All season long, he's been doing it. You know who else does that shit? Travis Kelce.
There's a shit ton of guys that do that.
Exactly. It's first down. He's not pointing at a player. He's not firing guns.
He's not sniping the fucking guy.
Yeah, he's not taking aim at the president or anything like that. He is just signaling a first down. And I guess that particular officiating crew had a problem with it that day. Very dumb. Very, very dumb.
They were playing the Saints. You know, New Orleans.
Yeah, shit like that always happens against New Orleans.
The crime-ridden city of New Orleans. We should ask Jay.
Dirty, smelly.
Oh, jeez.
Cesspool. They pee in the streets.
Really? Yeah.
Jay will tell you that. Listen, if he's truly from New Orleans, he'll tell you it's fucking stanky down there.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Let's get to our picks there, so you can get running.
So I can get running.
You're gonna be able to make it?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Are you gonna be able to make it out of your chair?
Might need you to come help me.
I'm gonna look at my bookie real quick too. My bookie and look at the stat lines. Let's see what Vegas has. I always like looking at it, even though I don't pick. We don't pick that off of that. We pick it on straight up. But let's see here. I'm gonna go off of.
Philly is playing in Lambeau, or is Green Bay going to?
Green Bay is going to Philly because Green Bay is the number 7 seed and Philly is the number 2 seed.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know. I hate that FanDuel does the verses. Throws me off.
Oh, you're looking at FanDuel?
Well, I was looking at your screen for a minute because I had every matchup written down except for that last one.
Oh, my bookie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go with the
What's so funny?
nothing. Chargers at the Texans. Let's see here. They're playing at the Texans. They got that 3:30 start on a Saturday that Houston just loves to play. Jim Harbaugh. Whew. Herbert, man, Texans have not played well down the stretch.
No, they haven't.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I'm gonna go with the Chargers going into Houston and taking down the Texans.
I'm also going to go with the Chargers. You know, C.J. Stroud kind of took a step back this year, sophomore slump. That's okay, but yeah, they haven't been coached well down the stretch. They've been inconsistent, and it sucks that it seems like another first-round exit for them, but
Hey, and Brian can lick my balls too, because I said that Herbert should have been the quarterback for the Dolphins instead of Tua, and he told me that I was an idiot. So.
Harbaugh's been there before, man. He's a coach that can get the most out of Justin Herbert, but
yeah,
was it a first-round exit when they lost last year, Houston, or did they beat Cleveland?
No, they beat
Cleveland, right?
They beat Cleveland with Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of an upset because Flacco Mania was running wild.
Wait, no, did they? I don't.
That's the thing. I can't remember.
Well, we know you can't remember.
Yeah,
Shit.
shut the fuck up.
Well, I'm just being honest here.
That one cut deep.
Cleveland Browns. I can't believe Jameis Winston's not even. We didn't talk about Jameis. You know, Longwood was at the football game on Sunday.
I did. He was going live every 5 minutes. I felt bad for Tuttle.
Live on what?
Facebook.
Oh.
It'd be like, it's like 10:30 at night, and he's like, "We're in the truck, driving to Daytona. We're going to Big Ends, the strip club up here. I made Tuttle bring me to Big Ends."
It looks like,
he live streamed the whole trip,
Houston,
but he looked like he had a lot of fun. I wish I could have hung out with those guys.
Houston did win 45-14, so.
Okay, so yeah, 45-14. I remember it was a beatdown.
Yes. But, so both of us are taking the Chargers, huh?
Yeah, L.A.
All right, well, here we go. Steelers at the Ravens, 9.5 point spread. I just don't really. I don't think it's going to be that bad of a beatdown.
I don't think it is, but I do think the Ravens are going to win.
I don't think I'm going to go with an upset here, so I think I'm going to have to take the Ravens also.
It's risky doing those upset picks in the postseason because it's like you don't really mean it.
I mean, look, I may even throw the. Like I said, I would probably tease that up a point, get a 10.5, but. I can see the Ravens squeaking this one. I can see them squeaking it out. The Denver Broncos versus the Buffalo Bills. God, I love the Denver Broncos and Bo Nix. Sean Payton, everything about the Buffalo Bills just gets me so excited. 9 point spread against Josh Allen's Bills. And I think I predicted the Bills to play the Lions in the Super Bowl, but I just don't know what I'm going to do right now with Denver Broncos. And, man, this is a tough one. Who do you have?
Believe it or not, I am going to take Buffalo.
Wow.
Yeah.
In Buffalo, too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But did you know that the Broncos have Bo Nix?
They sure do. Rookie quarterback.
And Sean Payton.
Yeah. Piece of shit.
Man, I can't believe you picked it that quick.
Yeah.
Ride Broncos, ride, though.
Not this time, buddy. The ride ends here.
Man.
Everybody's ride ends sometime.
Man, I really hate picking against my Broncos. But do I really want to? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to pick the Bills. I'm gonna pick the Bills. I think
as you wipe the tear away from your eye.
I think Josh Allen probably maybe squeaks by with about 450 yards and 8 TDs and tells Sean Payton and Bo Nix to go fucking home to Mile High Stadium.
I think it's a game of adjustments.
Yeah,
I think the first half is it might be close.
No, it's not.
And then in the second half is when Buffalo really runs away with it.
Denver's gonna shit themselves when they walk into Buffalo.
Minnesota at the Rams. You know, I got to tell you, I'll just get this out of the way early.
That Monday night game.
I'll get this out of the way early. Sam Darnold, his luck is going to run out, my friend, and I think it's going to come in the form of Sean McVay and a stingy L.A. Rams team. I think this is the one upset of the week. I may regret not making it another game here, but I think I'm going to pick the Rams.
Well, that's 1 point spread. Nice. I like that. In L.A. I really want to see Matt Stafford win. I want to see Kyrie Williams win. I really like the Rams. I like Cooper Kupp. I like Paku Kuku.
Minnesota won 13 games this year, right?
Yeah.
But it feels very hollow. Something about it feels hollow. And I'll admit, I didn't watch the Vikings all year. But they've done this shit before, have they not?
Yeah, there's this guy that likes the Vikings that I don't really like. So you know what? Fuck it. Let's go fucking Rams.
Let's go
the
Rams.
Fucking
Whose house?
The Rams fucking
Rams
house.
house.
That's right. Let's go Rams, baby.
I penciled you in for a Tampa Bay Buccaneers playoff win.
Sam Darnold's gonna be fucking wiping Bo Nix's fucking ass.
He's going to be seeing ghosts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course. Buccaneers. I can never pick against them.
Yeah, yippee-yo, number one. Go Bucks.
Exactly. And then we see Rhett. Shit, have we picked the same games for everyone? Yeah, I guess we have. No, yeah, we have. Fuck. Green Bay versus the Eagles.
Philly favored by 5.
Yeah, Eagles at home. Christian Watson, I guess, is out for the year.
Yeah, I got a funny feeling about it because anything can happen, but I do think Philly wins this one. I was holding out my upset pick. I was kind of tossing it up between the Rams or the Packers pulling it off this week, but I think Philly wins. I think they cover too. I think Philly by 7.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
well. It's just tough because of my loyalty to Bubba and the Packers.
Of course,
with
yeah.
Christian Watson being out, that makes it a tough pick. But
Yeah, tough situation for you.
Jalen Hurts in concussion protocol, not being able to do the tush push, and the way Philadelphia fans have they're just great people.
Yeah.
And every time I go to the Bucs games and they play the Eagles, just how nice they are.
Yeah, they respect our stadium and
Exactly.
our flag and the game day traditions.
In Green Bay, I think they're down. I think they're really down, and unfortunately,
I mean, I believe they still have a Josh Jacobs.
they do. But are they going to try? Are they going to get away from him, or are they going to give it to him since Christian Watson's hurt?
I don't know, but he is there. He is able to make a play regardless of what they do, and so is Saquon Barkley. So you think about if both of these teams, or I guess the Eagles, are going to be missing Jalen Hurts.
Well, I mean, Jalen Hurts is technically probably playing.
Who's their backup in Philly?
Pickett.
Oh, no. Yeah, I forgot that Kenny Pickett forgot how to play football.
Yeah,
He sucks.
but you picked the Eagles.
Shit. And I said by 7. Holy shit.
Go, Pack, go! That's right, baby. Go, Pack, go! I'm picking the Packers, and they're gonna win.
I will stand
by
on
7.
it. I'll stand on it.
There's our difference, but you know what? The Packers win by 7. Jordan Love
I made the pick. I got to live with it.
is going to dominate. The Eagles are gonna be shitting, not really doing much. I think, Jalen Hurts probably is out second half. Kenny Pickett comes in, and that's all they wrote. The Packers win. Go Pack, go.
Heard.
Go Bucks. Go Packers. Go Bills. You know what?
I would like to see the Packers win for the sake of running into the Bucks.
Yeah,
That's always a fun playoff matchup.
Yeah, that would be a great playoff.
It would be in Tampa.
Yeah. Yes, it would be because they're the lower seed. You are correct. And you know what? Best of luck to Josh Allen this weekend, and hopefully that he can just completely embarrass the Broncos and make Sean Payton not even feel like a man at the end of the day.
Bump, bump.
So, go, Pack, go. Is that the song you were singing?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I got to go take down a Christmas tree.
That'll be fun.
Who gets beat worse this weekend, Camper Scott? Oh, that's easy. It's the Broncos. The Broncos will get worse. The worst beatdown of all times in the playoffs. They'll probably even lose worse than the Bills did against the Cowboys in 1993. Two or three? What is it, 56-10?
For what, the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
48-10.
Fuck. That's right, Leon Lett fucked it up. Damn it. You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm fact-checking one more time. Super Bowl 37.
It's all right.
Final score.
I just hope that
48-21. Rhett's wrong again.
I just hope Lou Holtz's Penn State and the Lions win.
All the best players come to play Penn State.
You were going off.
All the
and
best
I'm
players.
just sitting there like, what the
Best players in the country.
I was like, what the fuck's he talking about?
We're gonna return to glory.
I even said, if I win for one for the Gipper, just skip. Oh, man. Hey, thank you, everyone. And we will live tomorrow, 6 a.m. right here on your YouTube, Rumble. In the meantime, if you want to check out some videos on YouTube, go there. Sign up as a member. Go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. Become a member there. Listen to some of the old shows. Or, you know what? Get that person that you forgot to get a Christmas gift for. Go to Bubba Army Shop, Bubba Army Store, BubbaArmyMerch.com. Thank you. Hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your week, and we will see you next Wednesday right here. And Group of Lips will be crying because his Packers suck balls. Go Bills!